It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shovels in. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his Sonic engine. He says, "Son, will you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes." Enough. What up, y'all? Welcome. I am Etienne. I am not a runner. This is my journey to the 2026 New York City Marathon. If this is your first time, welcome in. Welcome. Appreciate you joining us. If this is not, welcome back. Happy Saturday. It's a change of pace. It's a change of plan, baby. This week we decided to shake things up just a little bit. Schedule got a little wonky, so we are doing a Saturday post instead of the typical Thursday slot. We'll see how it goes. Let's see what is hitting for. Maybe it's better than Thursdays. We'll see. Just also allows me a little bit of more time to focus on editing and recording in timely fashion without having to rush and juggle with the work week, but we'll see. One step at a time. Good news about today is that it was race day. I'm recording this several hours after having run a race in Queens, Flushing Meadows, Corona Park, Mindful 5K, New York Roadrunners annual race to celebrate Mental Health Awareness Month. This one was a little bit more important and sentimental for me because mental health and peace and mindfulness and just overall well-being, taking care of each other, taking care of ourselves is very important to me. Had to learn some lessons the hard way and also been very blessed with a lot of great resources in my life and my journey to help me through the tough moments, the ups and the downs that I know we all go through. So I appreciate the emphasis and the spotlight on that work, on that initiative, and I hope to see it grow in a very sincere and genuine way throughout the community, throughout the ecosystem, in sports, beyond. One of the best things that I saw out there was a bunch of kids running. That was fire. That's important. That's the point of all this, is to pass the baton, to pay it forward, make sure we are planting seeds that grow into good people, good communities, innovation, all that good stuff. The running's been going okay. I'm in a reassessment part of the process, if I'm being honest with myself. I've had for the last 26 weeks, I'm officially 26 weeks in as of right now. And since I started, I've tried to incrementally grow the number of miles that I run each week, at the very least by adding on half a mile to what I did the week prior. I seem to have hit a wall, and over the last 4 weeks, so last month, I haven't hit that target and I haven't grown my mileage. Still running every week, several times a week. My pacing is definitely improving, but it seems that I've, at least right now, temporarily, how I'm doing what I'm doing, plateaued in terms of distance and endurance, and obviously that's the most important thing when it comes to getting ready for a marathon. So if I was continuing to increase by that half mile this week, my goal would have been 27.5 miles, so creeping up towards 30 for a week, which I have never done before. But instead of that, I'm scrapping it. I'm rethinking, reapproaching, and chopping wood, carrying water. I'm gonna go back to the mileage that I hit the very last time that I actually did achieve the target, which was 25 miles. In week 21, my target was 25 and I hit it. So if I've done it once, I know I can do it again. I'm gonna run it back. And then next week we'll go to 25.5 depending on how the legs feel. I think it should be doable. Just gotta dial it back in. So that's where I'm at. That's part of the journey that I've been thinking a lot about over the last few weeks, because obviously it doesn't feel good to not hit your target. I have my tracker that I'm listing out each week's metrics in, and the weeks that I have not hit it, there's a note that says goal not met, and I put that end mileage result in red to kind of isolate it from all the other weeks and make it easy to spot where things dipped or where I just didn't feel like I was on track. Over this last month, like I said, that's where I am, and it's just an opportunity to shift back into gear and refocus. I feel good about that. I'll continue to check in, to see if I am able to pick up with the incremental growth. But like I said in the beginning, it's important to still be mindful, to still be kind to myself regardless of any progress or lack thereof. It's not about numbers, it's about improvement, and obviously that's there. So now I want a little progress and improvement. I want a little growth and I want to get faster. Seeing the Boston Marathon over the last couple of weeks, seeing the London Marathon, it's inspiring. It's bucket list items. Definitely want to make sure I travel the world and do as many marathons as I can in as many cities as possible. Got a list. Actually, just pull it up real quick. The big ones, and then also some of the less popular races that are still prominent and still on my list for sure. Obviously, everybody knows the big six. Those I'm going to try my hardest for. Absolutely. New York on deck, Boston, Tokyo, London, Berlin. I'll put a very tiny asterisk next to Boston because sub 3 hours is insane, damn near superhuman in my opinion, but I ain't gonna rule it out. We'll see where we end up in a couple of years, or maybe faster depending on how my training and growth goes. There's a couple others that seem like they're really beautiful and great opportunities. Important personal one for me is there's a marathon in Hartford, Connecticut. There is a supposedly very, very beautiful and scenic marathon in Rome, Italy. There's one in the DC, Virginia area, the Marine Corps Marathon, and then the Honolulu Marathon. So I'm sure that there's others that are equally, if not superior in terms of excellent experience and beautiful memories, but that's my little list for now. It'll grow, it'll evolve, it'll change. There'll be swaps, but that's what I'm marching towards currently. That's what I'd love to accomplish. I want some of these medals, man. I want the progress and the satisfaction that comes with going from where I am currently to being able to hold 8-minute mile for 26 miles. Like, that would be fucking cool. So wish me luck. All this training will snowball into these accomplishments in due time, but it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. So with that, shout out this week is to shout out to my Lakers. We took out the Houston Rockets yesterday. A lot of hating, a lot of naysaying, internally and externally from the very beginning of the season. We did it without Luka. They did it without their heavy hitters as well, Kevin Durant, Fred VanVleet. Who else went down? Somebody else went down. But the big dogs didn't play on both ends. We just got Austin Reeves back a couple days ago. So that was a battle. That was a good first round. I'm sure LeBron is tired as hell, but they played as they needed to advance, and I'm excited about that. Shout out to the Lakers. Shout out to Bronny James getting some playoff TikTok, some postseason experience. It's not insignificant. That's what I got. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate you tapping in. Again, I'm Etienne. This is my journey to the 2026 New York City Marathon. Stay blessed. Love.